It's 86.7 degrees in here, so I do not have a shirt on. Therefore, I cannot do this live. There's the motherboard box with all Chinese on it. Let me get it nice in there for you Chinese folks. It's probably just a brand name. There's a barcode for you. Oh, that's a QR code, the other one. This is a barcode. This is a B75 Intel Gen 3 motherboard. I'm opening it up. I/O shield. SATA cable, which I will be using. And the motherboard's inside here. I have to move my mouse because it's in the way. Is there any dirt on it here? Okay. Because I'm using a phone, there's going to be some black spots in the video while I get the motherboard out of its bag. And I don't know why we're doing that. It's a micro ATX motherboard, but it looks like a mini ITX form factor because there's certain things about it that makes it look like that, except for one. Oh, there's no battery either. I did not know there was no battery. Surprise, there's no battery. Unless it fell into the box somehow. It has an extra 1X PCI port here. That makes it micro ATX. Mini ITX only has one slot. These are DDR3 memories. I'm going to install those, and we're going to use that Kingston drive that already has Windows 11 on it from a different computer. Namely, that computer over there. So, since I can't hold the phone and install memory at the same time, we are going to stop the clip and refresh and do a new clip after this. If I can find the mouse. No, I managed to get the memory installed. That's 8 gigabytes of Crucial DDR3. Found a battery. In that motherboard. And oh, by the way, that's an H81 motherboard. The 3258 installed. And these are also DDR3 memory. So I could have used this as the source. Oh well. Oh, by the way, this is still a good board because it still works. Please do not put it on top of this shield. Thank you. I stole the battery out of there, by the way. That stuff can just balance itself out until I'm done. Why did I get a B75 Intel Gen 3 motherboard? Because I still have a working i5 3570K. Or at least I hope so. That's the whole purpose of this operation, is to see if that works or not. I'm going to install the CPU completely, including that heatsink that nobody can see from that angle. This is dirty. Dust everywhere. LGA 1155 right there on the bottom. 86 degrees, 86.7 degrees at 11:52 a.m. And I'm going to install the CPU, and then we're going to test the motherboard. Back in a flash. Alright, I finally finished putting it together. This is difficult at best. Don't buy it. Betro, or whatever the hell that says. There's the model name. Very difficult to get on there. I have everything on there, memory, CPU, 3570K, and a supposedly B75 motherboard. I still haven't verified that. But the CPU did go into the socket correctly, so it's definitely 1155. So we're going to plug in the power supply, which isn't plugged in yet. And yes, the fan is at full blast because I'm hot. It's 87.4 degrees in my room. No relief in sight, except to walk into the other room because it's cooler in there. I have no idea if you can hear me or not. I have no idea why it's doing this. Get out of my life. It was showing me an ad for itself, for the Uri Un app here on the phone and on the PC. Alright, I'm going to plug in the power and we'll see if it sparks. And the phone's going to be on top of the power supply briefly. Alright, it's in there. Oh, I have to okay, I have to short some pins in order to turn it on. Paper towels in the way. I have no idea which pins they are. I'll probably have to look it up. Because there's no manual for this. Okay, I'll be back when I know which pins to short. What am I here? Alright, we're going to try to do it. Here's the yellow and black one on the top there. Very hard to see, it's very tiny. I'm going to put the phone down and you can listen to my audio. Hello? Well, that's a beautiful RGB. And I have a BIOS. Ivy Bridge. Cool. Now I really should do a video capture at this point, but I don't feel like digging out my equipment for that. Essentially, this is going to be all default. Keyboard's over here. I can't control it without the keyboard, of course. So it says we're on Ivy Bridge, but it doesn't say CPU 3570K. Temperature is what? Oh, it's not giving me a temperature. Boot security chipset. Hardware monitor. CPU is at 24 degrees Celsius, and the fan's going at about 1700 RPM. Smart fan. I just leave it automatic. So the next thing we're going to do is install Windows 11. With this stick, which is especially configured for older computers, most of the stuff has been bypassed on there. And we're going to install on this Kingston. Well, as a matter of fact, this already has Windows 11 from another computer. So let's try that first. I am going to put the phone down and hook this up to the machine. And yes, I left the phone running so you can hear my commentary. Do you want to see black? Or do you want to see my ceiling? Take a pick. I'm up here, sir. This motherboard only came with one cable, one SATA cable. But one major feature I forgot to show you. This is the only model of Ivy Bridge motherboard that you'll find that has an M.2 slot. So in the future I can put an NVMe drive in there. So I'll put this like this so you can see, oh, you can see too much information. This is why I put the phone down so you don't see anything. Can you still hear me? Okay, I'm just going to kill the camera. You can watch my current weather while I do this. Well, it's nice and cool outside. And here it's 87.6. Let me hook up this Kingston. Where's the SATA ports? Power. By the way, I'll show you in a minute. The computer I showed you earlier, that's probably where this is going to go. Okay, let's see if it boots. I got it hooked up now. Just got to short the pins again. Alright. Pick up the phone without killing something. It wants me to buy Pro again. What is this live shot? Alright, there's my feet. It is loaded Windows 11. Microsoft, take that. Take this i3 57 or 3570K, and it's going to run this all day long without your restrictions. So there. I'm already online. Is this a Pro edition? I have to use the keyboard again. This is a home edition. But let me switch cameras. I'm going to switch cameras. All right. Windows 11 is over here on the other monitor. But because it's home edition, I can't give you a remote desktop. So we're going to stop this clip, and I'm going to try to upgrade it to Windows Pro. Back in a flash. And just so you know, I'm still using the microphone through my new phone, so it's probably using all kinds of battery juice right now. Make sure it's picking that up. I can't tell, it's impossible to know. Now I have a browser turned on, I don't need it anymore. I have another folder open, I don't need it anymore. It just never fails. There's always crap in my way. Well, if it doesn't work, then I will have wasted my time. I changed my installation. To Windows 11 Pro, so I can do a remote desktop. After some considerable effort. And here it is. I just want to check one thing. After all this said and done, I only want to check one thing. I need to install something. Patch. Or not install, I just need a copy of it. Huh? That's why I didn't find it. You misspelled it. It doesn't exist. Hello? I don't want to throw it in there. Your father. Patch. PC. So difficult. All I want is one thing, and it's taken me over an hour to get it. Yeah. This makes life difficult for everybody on earth. Go back to that. Well, I could have done this. There you go. I could have done that the whole time and put it on at home. The whole point of buying that motherboard is to bring my 3570K back to life, and not only that, I'm running Windows 11 on it. Isn't that cool? Alright, I'm going to put these clips together and upload it to YouTube, and we'll maybe we'll do a live show, maybe we won't. Hard to say. But I'm just exhausted right now. I need to cool off. So I'm going to kill this stream. We're going to kill this video and we'll call it a day. Good night, everybody.